All the way up. Let's get this show started.
Your host DJ Deuce. I'm next. The guy next to me, Bamboo Bam. How you doing, Bam?
Bang, bang, bang. What's good?
What's good? We're blessed today with one sexy adult content creator today, Molly, Vibes with Mommy. How you doing, sweetheart? How you doing tonight?
I'm very good. Thank you so much for having me, guys.
It's such a pleasure. It's such a pleasure. I love stories like these because I want people, when people probably see you, they probably just say, "Oh, beautiful adult, creator, content creator, and life's great and perfect, and she's had it all, and blah blah blah." And sometimes that's not the case in the beginning, right? So
right.
I just love these types of stories because I think people need to sometimes see the other side, the real you. Because we get to enjoy, people think our lives is great and stupid and funny because of the podcast, but in all reality, it's not always perfect. But I want to get right into it. So when we first talked, I got some questions together, and my first question is you're born. Where were you born and raised?
Okay, so I'm born and raised in Los Angeles. So I'm a LA native. Yes, there are people who are from here. More specifically,
we found her, folks. We found one.
Right. I'm on the west side, so I'm by the beach. Santa Monica, Venice. Best. I love it.
How was it? How was it growing up there with your family? How was it?
It was. I love Los Angeles personally. I have a lot of social anxiety, and I get really overwhelmed with a lot of people. So I've had to learn how to be around millions and millions of people, and especially I went to public school, right? So tons of kids at my school constantly, and that was actually kind of more of a struggle growing up. Was how many people are in this town, but ultimately my family life is wonderful. I love my family. We're all really close.
That's super cool. To me, you know what I mean? For us out here up north, the sister brother country up here, California is for us, it's it sounds all, amazing and all the movies and the weather and everything else. So for us, it's when I hear someone's from California, I'm not going to lie to you. There's some jealousy inside of me that's God damn it.
Just a little bit. Sun, fun, great time,
For sure.
everything,
Right.
So you're talking school, this town, how many people? How many people in the school? How many people in the town? What giving you anxiety? You says, you know what I mean?
So growing up in for example, high school or middle school, I believe I went to school with over 1,000 kids. I mean,
damn, that's a lot of people.
Massive. Tons of kids in the class, anywhere from 25 to 40 kids in each class, and I didn't test very high, so I was always kind of in the.
Welcome to the club, bud. Welcome to the club.
So, the teachers had a hard time keeping the class in control. So I really didn't enjoy school very much.
With us, I had one class. I swear to God, guys, I had one class that they literally separated the hope. They put the hope in another room, 5 students, and left us savages by ourselves. So this was high school. I swear to God, I think they even gave us crayons at one point. They're just as long as we keep them occupied throughout the hour. I swear to God, they stuck the hope in one room. I realized how fucked up that was later. You know what I mean? I was just where are they going? But
for me, I was this close to the short bus. This close. I just barely skimmed past not being on the short bus. You know what I mean? So.
Right. It's hard. It was always hard for me to sit there and learn information that I just was not interested in.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
But when you find today, when you find something you're interested in, are you more focused? See, that's how I was. Before I'd be don't like this, don't care. Now when I get into something, I'm in it 2 feet deep, all the way in, research and all. But I was damn, I was capable of doing research. I just researched that I want to know about, not just give me some random history book and I'm oh, kill me now.
I know.
Hey, for some people it's good. For me, it wasn't that great,
Right.
But, so when we, you gave me a bit of a backstory on yourself, and then you mentioned that you had a traumatic event that sparked up your partying life, your AKA partying career. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah. So just to jump right into it, I've talked about it a bunch. I wrote blog posts about this incident. But when I was 14 years old, I went to my friend's house who lived across the street from this older kid. This older guy and his friends were having a party. So my friends and I went over there, and it was the first time I tried alcohol. They gave us alcohol, and they had poured this liquid into little bottle caps and told us to drink it. And we all know what that is now, right? Usually you take GHB that way. So
that's right.
Looking back, most likely it was GHB. I don't know for sure, but I ended up not really remembering much. I just remember one of the guys that had been hitting on me, like walking me to a park nearby, and we had sex, and it was my first time, and I don't remember much, and I remember him acting very strange afterward and saying like, we had a good time, right? We had a good time. Everything's good. You're good. Okay, great. Like, great. And then I remember just like leaving that party being very confused and like, what just happened? Did I just lose my virginity? And I don't even remember it. I don't have, I feel like I had any control in that situation whatsoever. I just remember like taking off my clothes and then kind of just feeling some pressure. Then that was it. To bring light to the situation. Luckily, he was kind of small, so it didn't hurt. I mean, if you can't laugh at, if you can't laugh at yourself about these things.
See, I had something. I'm not even trying to joke around about the situation because it's not. But it had something like this happen to me like 10 years ago. There was this girl from high school. Yeah, I never told you this.
No.
There was this girl from high school where she wasn't attractive, but I've known her for even elementary school. Known her for years. She's like, "How are you?" Social media people reconnect. And she invites me back to her apartment, and I remember sitting down, and we're just talking. She's like, "Do you want a beer?" And I remember being like, "Yeah, of course." But this small ass apartment. Now that I look back on it, this beer took forever. Like it made no sense how long it took. But I was like, whatever. Watch TV, and she gave it back to me, and I remember drinking this beer, and I remember the TV was bouncing at one point, and I was like, "God damn, I'm fucked up," And I'm luckily I'm a bigger guy, and she was trying to like cuddle up on me a little bit, and I was like, I think I gotta go. And I remember taking the elevator down, and I went to my car and I puked outside. So when I started driving home, I'm like, yo, she drugged me. Like I wasn't like, I didn't think that could even happen to a dude. You know what I mean? I was like, never heard from her again. She's not on social media anymore. Like, it's absolutely crazy. It's insane how like people. First of all, you could have just asked.
Right. It's such a strange. It's really hard to understand why people do that, right? Instead of just, I have no idea what it is, but it's not. It doesn't just happen to women, right? The more I talk about my story, the more I find out. Like,
that's right.
Men have also experienced something very similar. So it's all of us have some story in that way. So I think it's important we all talk about it.
I don't even talk to a girl at a bar that's too drunk. Why would someone, I can't put myself in their situation of someone drugging another human being to get what they want out of them. Or I just, whatever. I have
no idea what the psychology is behind it.
Could we, Molly, is there any way, we don't have to mention his name, but is there any way we can find him and beat him up? Why?
No.
What?
I've let go of that whole thing. I've like forgiven, like sending love, forgive you.
Bam says I'm petty. That's why. See, that's why I do this. I'm petty. I'm the petty one out of the two. All right.
No, I get it.
I wouldn't wish that on anybody. I mean, how did you handle that at a young age? How did you handle that situation at a young age? How did you deal with that?
So it was really confusing because after the incident, my friends and I went back to my house, right? And my two girlfriends and I were all talking, and I was telling them kind of what happened, and they were actually really interested. They were like, "Oh my," because I was the first one to lose my virginity in my friend group. Okay. So they were like almost looking up to me, like, "Oh, like, oh my God, you did it! How was it?"
Wow. Okay.
So I kind of felt like
no.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, sure. And then and again, I didn't really tell anyone until my family. And then the next week at school, all these kids at my school that knew him started making fun of me and saying that I was like a slut and that I like wanted to have sex with this guy and that I did anal with him and all these things.
What?
And then so people were following me down the hallway calling me slut, like anal slut.
Wow.
I was like, and I remember going in the bathroom and being like, wait, what the fuck? Like, is this my fault? Like, what? Why is everyone yelling at me about this shit? It wasn't even my fault. And then that's when I found like weed, alcohol. I started drinking pretty much, a lot. Every week I turned into almost every day. And then I kind of just turned into a slut. Everyone was calling me a slut. Everyone was calling me.
So you kind of just rolled with it.
Yeah, and I kind of just became like the slutty drunk chick. And I kind of fed into that narrative because I feel like that's just the way I coped with everything. And
I can see that. Okay.
Yeah.
So you mentioned too that you were a waitress, right? And that you lived a carefree life. Now, could you just go through like a week or a weekend of carefree life? Like what were you doing throughout that week or weekend?
Well, so a waitress, you work weekends. So I would work the weekend, right? But I was like a morning shift girl. So I would go to work 7 a.m. open, get off by like 1, 2, 3. And then I'd go down to the bars down the way from my place, and I would just get hammered. And then my coat guy lived close by, so then I'd go get drugs, and then I'd keep drinking, and then I did, and he actually lived right down the street from my job, so I'd stay up all night and then go right back into work, and then I'd kind of just like do the same thing every weekend, right?
But do you find that like even the waitressing job profession, or even the bartender, whatever the case may be, a lot of people fall into that trap though?
Yeah,
it's the alcohol, it's the partying, it's everything. Because when I DJ'd a lot, I found like there was always an after party, and there was always the staff, right? So you go to the staff's house, but I'm already half in the bag because I've been drinking like normal human beings throughout the evening. They get started. And it's like 9 a.m. and I'm like, God damn, aren't these people tired? Because they're living a whole different life, right?
Yeah.
So you fall into a terrible routine sometimes. But yeah.
I mean, definitely, everyone's always partying as waiters and waitresses. We're all fucking each other. We're all partying together. It's a fun environment. Like, don't get me wrong, but
it's true. You just got to learn when you want to get out, or you get sucked into that black hole, and all of a sudden you're like, God damn, I'm still here.
Exactly.
It's true. What are you giggling at, Bam? You love that lifestyle.
No, it's crazy because it's like, she's like, I went to work, went drunk, did some drugs, stayed up all night, went back to work. Like, are you fucking human or what? You know what I mean?
I don't know how I did that. I did that for so many years, and like so many years. Like, God, I was telling, I emailed you. It was like 14 straight years of just like that cycle, and then I'd save up money and then go travel, and then I'd get drunk overseas.
Hold on a sec. Hold on. I just want to know, how did it not age you at all?
Thank you. That's what I was just thinking. The same thing. I was about to say the same thing. I'm like, you look younger than me.
It's like she's like, yeah, party 14 years. Freaking just look like nothing. You've done nothing. Like, that's amazing.
Well, so even when I was like peak partying, right? I still worked out 5 days a week. I eat really healthy. I drink lots of water. Oh, okay. So I still like maintain like a really lifestyle. Yeah. But partied to counteract. I had to counteract the partying with like.
I feel you.
Okay.
And genetics. Like, let's be real. Like, a lot of it is genetics too. So.
All right. Good genetics. Wow. So travel overseas. So wait a minute. So you travel all over the world. You've been to Europe, South America, the Middle East, South Asia. Tell me some of the good and bad experiences about this.
So my favorite place I went to was Southeast Asia. I went to like 7 different countries.
Nice.
I was there for like many months. And again, I was drinking a lot at the time, so I got into a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Keep going.
One of the most kind of scary things that happened is I woke up on a beach in the Philippines, like cuddled up with a stray dog.
What?
Not knowing how I got there, I was like, I remember waking up and the dog looks at me and we're like, and then we both get up, we're just sitting looking at the ocean. I'm like looking around, like, where the fuck am I? Like, I had no idea where I was. I had no idea who I'd been with. And then luckily there's a security guard nearby and he walks up to me. He's like, hey, don't worry. I was watching you all night to make sure you were okay.
That's cool.
Like, he's like, yeah, I saw you talking to the dog and then you fell asleep with it. I was like, fuck.
Must be a nice dog.
Right, I know, right? But I had so much fun. I saw so many beautiful places and met so many great people. But throughout, I was just raging it up, sledding it up. I had sex with like so many people from so many different countries. And
did you end up going there by yourself? Was it like you, or was it you and a friend, or?
I went with 2 girlfriends, and then we eventually split up because they had different things, and I was kind of a mess, so they were kind of like, all right, like, you do you. So then I'd meet people along the way.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick up your friends, and I did a lot of crazy stuff. Yeah. Wow.
It's
like cool though.
Asia, we gotta go, Joe.
See, Bam, I knew. I was just waiting for him to say that. That's all I was waiting for.
We gotta go.
It's so cheap. It's so cheap. It's like the Wild Wild West over there. It's great.
See, you have to understand. This is my problem with traveling very far. You're this big on a plane, on a seat. I'm this wide I'm crippled when I get on these planes.
Oh, no.
I go down south, I'm crippled when I get off. I cannot do those long flights. Then you look into first class and oh my God. Cripple, comfortability, money,
cripple,
I don't know.
Broke, cripple,
I know.
So that's the only, I'd love to travel everywhere. We have a great friend out in Australia, and he's always like, when you coming? I'm like, I don't know, man. When the seats get wider, I don't know what to tell you.
The seats used to be wider; they got smaller.
What do you want me to do? I can't do it.
I know everything's good. I know. I mean, like it's like it's up to you.
Yeah, I know. It's eventually gonna happen because I definitely want to go check it out. Obviously, looking at some pictures and videos out there, you know what I mean. Thailand looks amazing. Like I
So,
definitely,
is
and
it as hot as it looks?
or they say
Hot,
the
the
weather.
weather.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I love hot, humid weather personally, though. You don't have to wear many clothes. For me, it's like you just live in a bikini all day. That's my ideal weather. So I love it. I love it. I love
he
it.
hates the heat. I love it.
Oh, it's so amazing. It's
I
so
love
good.
it. I love it.
Yeah.
So in your story, you end up meeting somebody and getting pregnant.
Yeah.
Then you find out it's a toxic relationship, and then you end up being a single mom with a 3-year-old. Tell me a bit about that.
Okay, so after Southeast Asia, right? I met this guy in Vietnam who wanted me to work for him on a food truck when I got back to America. So then I did a food truck thing for one summer and went to all these festivals. And I
Oh,
was,
okay, cool.
again, it was kind of like getting to a point where I was peaking, doing too many drugs, drinking too much.
Yeah.
And then I kind of I got kicked off the food truck. And then I met this guy when I got back to Los Angeles at an after-hour spot. And he was like passed out, right, at this like super raging after-hour spot. And I was like, went up to him, I was like, why are you asleep here? And then boom, him and I clicked, right? And then we ended up hanging out for 2 months straight. And I was just letting him come in me. I was letting him do all that, like, just wasn't thinking, lots of drugs. And then I found out I was pregnant. And I, to be completely transparent, like I didn't want to keep the baby.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready. We had just done a bunch of drugs, and I was not going to bring a baby into that. Then he got really kind of crazy, and he's like, "Why would you ever get rid of the baby? Like, you're a baby killer if you get rid of the baby." And
Wow, he took it that far?
yeah, and personally, I wanted to keep the baby. I didn't want to get rid of the baby. Like, but in my heart, it's like this physiological thing came over me, and I was like, I want this. And then it also dawned on me, I was like, maybe this is what I need to fucking stop drinking every day. And so then I stopped cold turkey. As soon as I went to the doctor and found out I was officially pregnant, I stopped cold turkey everything. And
how tough was that?
I couldn't tell how much was like the drugs and the detoxing of like lifestyle or the pregnancy, but it was very difficult. And the guy I had gotten pregnant with, right? Like we moved in very quickly, and he ended up being a nightmare. And it was just, I was kind of stuck in the situation.
Was he a nightmare because now you quit doing everything? You know what I mean? Like I keep doing what I'm doing, and then you stop doing what we're doing, and then you're like, God damn, this guy's a disaster.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, that definitely happened. And also he got very controlling. Like he wanted me to stay at the house. He'd take the car and not let me leave. And it was like this, he wanted to control what I was doing now because I was now his property, right?
Okay.
With the child. And then it was like already too late, like 4 months in, I was like, oh, no, this is not good. And then it was already too far in. And then eventually, I had the baby, and then 3 months after she was born is when I broke up with him because it was just, I was like, I'm not staying.
Yeah, because it probably would have just gotten worse too, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's getting worse, escalating every day.
Incredible. I find out when people like marriage or kids, you'll see one or the other just totally turn into a monster, control the other, and it's like, whew.
Shit, toxic relationship. You're a single mom now. What do you do? What do you do?
Right.
What do you do?
Luckily, I have like a really supportive family, so I moved in with my mom. She helped me out for a little bit. Then I had to, go get a job as a waitress again, right?
Right.
And I was making, okay money as a waitress, trying to navigate having my daughter in school, picking her up daycare, all the things, and then like some drama happened with her dad, so then I had her like full time, and it was a lot.
I could imagine.
I was like, there has to be a better way to make money, to have a better schedule, and then freaking COVID happened. So boom, like lost my job as a waitress, had that money coming in, right? And then from the government. And then when that government money started, it wasn't coming anymore. So I was like, okay, cool. So waitressing is done because COVID kind of killed all that job. I'm like, I'm not going to go back to that. So then I was like, I went with my friends to this hot spring nearby, and we took some psychedelics, right? It had been like 3 years of sobriety at this point. And I was like, you know what? I'm ready to revisit like medicine, like the medicine drugs.
Okay, the aspect of it, yeah.
Exactly. My friend taught me how to like set intentions when you take these things, acid, mushrooms. And then I had this like epiphany while on them at this place. And I was like, I'm going to make money doing what I love. What do I love? I'm like, I love to have sex. And I love to talk about sex. And I love the sex work industry. So literally I went back that day and I started looking into becoming a sex coach. but then it led me to like a different place. And then I saw OnlyFans and I was like, you know what? Let's do it. And then I talked to my brother about it. My brother's like an internet guru guy. And he's like, dude, you do great. Do it. And I was like, okay. And then I started one.
So now let's talk about the first day you open the account. This is getting real now. You open the account, you're putting the information in. Is there a tad of nervousness that gets over you?
For sure. I mean, I didn't really know what to put on there. I was like, some naked pictures, some
that's right.
of me doing stuff, you know. I made a lot of mistakes that first year. Like my account got banned twice. I got completely.
Tell me a bit about that, because we're new to this OnlyFans stuff. And how do you get banned? Like I'm thinking you're putting adult content. How the hell else could you get banned?
I mean, there's certain content that's not allowed on the platform. So like public, anything dirty, like any toilet play that is not allowed.
What?
I know, like extreme fisting, like.
So they took porn and added some limitations to it.
Wait, they have some limitations, really?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Like yeah. So I had to learn like what I could and couldn't post, and then I started initially working with my partner at the time, and then he couldn't handle it. I was like on my phone all the time, right? Like engaging with people and talking with guys, and we eventually broke up because of it.
But then, isn't it? But see, that's what people want to understand. So now, an average person sees you on there. You post a video, you post a picture, and it might look like it's an easy job, but there's engagement that needs to be done, right? Yeah. So there's more to it, because if not, people might hop in and hop right out the next month or so, right? Right. So people need to understand that there is more to it than just what people are seeing, because that's like there's also a promotional side. You have to still get them, not to be a jerk, but get people hooked, and that's how it works. So I can see that. So you're on your phone doing all the time. So this boyfriend. So at the time when you first started the account, he was okay with you doing it.
Yeah.
But then he didn't realize how much time it took.
Yeah, exactly. He was like, yeah, no, this is, and then also sex started becoming about making content for me, and it wasn't so much about having fun anymore.
I always wanted to ask. That's a great thing, because that was a question I always wanted to ask. I'm like, because there's times where you'll watch something on there, and it's like, they're more, no offense to anybody that's on there having sex, but some of the girls are looking at the camera like if it's placed properly, or aimed at a nice shot.
Are we done yet?
Yeah, I can be guilty of that too. Like trying to get the shot. I'm like, dude, move this way. Like, what is wrong with you? Yeah.
He's folded like a pretzel just to get a nice shot.
I know. But,
I get it. It's business. I totally understand that.
Okay. Relationship's going to be hard. It's hard to find someone to deal with that particular scenario and whatnot. Yeah. And like you were saying, sex has became more of a business for you and not more pleasure. So do you find you have a hard time trying to balance that?
Yes, for sure. Definitely. Now so this last year I've been working with my new partner. We've been together this whole time when we started our new page together. And sometimes it's just constant. We're just constantly in work mode. So we're like always planning for how we're going to fuck in this way or that way. So it's hard for us to actually just have time to connect with each other. For sure. And we kind of had a crash where we're like, you know what? No, like we need a break.
Fair enough.
And we need to work on our relationship, because when our intimacy isn't good and the connection isn't there, like you can see that.
It goes right through. Okay, I can see that. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you can see that. Like the tension's there. It's not good. We're just like I'm not enjoying it with him, and also we're monogamish now, and I would I've been wanting to be like in open relationships for the past few years. So being in a more monogamous relationship too was like hard at first, but now I'm kind of in it. But now he's talking about opening it up, and now I'm getting like all kind of butthurt about it.
I don't think so, but
exactly. But we are like adding in another girl right now for our content. She's been filming us and kind of like participating with us.
Okay.
So
we're like
Never mind. I was gonna say something fucked up, but don't worry about it. It's okay. I keep that thought to myself.
I know. Now I'm both.
No. It's because I was gonna say it, and the way I say it makes.
Okay, so do you have another way of saying it?
It's rude. You know what I mean? It's rude in the sense.
So do you have another way of saying it?
I guess she's in training. I guess.
Yeah. Yes.
I love it.
Okay. Because if you say blah blah blah, then people assume something else, right? You know what I mean? And it's not right. So, so training. Okay, cool, no problem. This is how the business works, so on and so on. Okay, good. Perfect.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Exactly. And she's been great. She's been great at filming, and like, it's hard for my partner to get his dick up when other people are around. So it was like we're working on him being able to perform in front of other people.
Well, guys have a platform on that. You guys can be like, okay, maybe I'm not performing. We actually have a piece of equipment that shows off if we're performing or not. I feel for him.
And people are talking and like talking about other things, and you're distracted. It's like it's easy for you to like lose your erection, and it's like. And so we go to sex parties too, and we're trying to like get more inspired to like have sex in front of other people. It's been hard for him to get dick working in front of.
You explain to him that we understand his feeling. I now need to stretch, take glutamine, eat 3 hours before. Like I got to be prepared now. Don't throw me into the mix.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The temperature's got to be at 71 max. Don't put it too hot. I get sweaty. I get tired.
Exactly.
I need a water boy.
Can't be too cold. Can't be too cold. No. I think it's a mental thing. I've always
It's a mental thing.
Really, like if your mind can't stay where you need to be.
Yeah.
Whoop, gone. You know what I mean? So just like in class, that's not interesting. I don't want to learn. You know what I mean?
Right. So you're trying to tell us that she's not interesting. Is that what you're doing?
No. I'm saying men, boom. As soon as you meet a girl,
I'm not going to lie to you.
You meet a girl, it's like, yes. And then all of a sudden, something's happening. She's got a dog. The dog's got his fucking nose in your butt. Come on. It ruins the fuck. You understand what I'm saying? It just throws you off. Now you worry about the dog.
I'm even at a point now, you gotta do the mattress fluff. Because if it's like, I don't need my thighs burning and then me concentrating. These are the things that us guys have to deal with. It's not funny, man.
It's fucking hilarious. You know how much burns I got on my knees from trying to do some shit?
Well, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm just talking about a mattress over here. But I'm just saying.
Get the wrong mattress, the wrong sheets.
Okay, I want to talk the business aspect of this. The business. What is the best way to promote yourself? Like, because I know you're on social media. You're also on Pornhub, and I got a side question about porn. Do you even get paid anything from these companies?
Yes, so you get like small percentages for views.
So it's kind of like a Spotify. If you're an artist on Spotify, like certain amount of views, okay, that's what I figured. I always assumed that, but I never knew.
So the question is, who is doing all your collecting? Which distribution system is doing all of that? Is it OnlyFans is doing it for you? That's collecting your somewhat royalties in a sense for your views?
No, so each platform has its own way of
of giving you your money. Okay, got it. All right, cool. Exactly. Yeah, like so YouTube and everything else. Gotcha.
Exactly. They're part of their own thing. It's kind of like they take a certain percentage of what you make on your page, right? And then Pornhub, you get money from views on your videos, and then like X Hamster's views on your videos.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so they're all taking like percentages of your stuff.
Everybody
is the percentage as an artist, as an adult, content creator, is the percent? Let's be honest, the percentage is shit, right?
Yeah.
Like, because I know we've interviewed musicians and artists that are on Spotify, and it's like it's shit. I always find. Do you find would you have had a choice to put this on? I don't know. Let's say Pornhub versus an actual video that people would have to purchase back in the day. Would you not prefer that type of income? Like, I just found I don't know. I think today with you're lucky with OnlyFans because then people can go from there on to OnlyFans.
Right.
But before OnlyFans, I found people are just putting up all this porn stuff, and it's like you're getting fractions of a dollar, or fractions of pennies probably on each view, right? And it's like, who's really winning here, right? So I find it's. Go ahead. Yeah. Sorry.
So most people now are using like Pornhub, all those free platforms, right?
Yes.
As promotion for their OnlyFans, for their fans.
Makes sense.
Many bits. Yeah, it's
control the traffic.
But see, so the thing about Pornhub. And like putting up longer videos on these free platforms, when you put up a longer video rather than like just because they also do GIFs on like Red GIFs and Twitter, like you do shortcuts of your teasers, very short ones, and then we put longer ones on our Pornhub X videos, X Hamster, because it creates more of a relationship. They can get to know you better when it's a longer video. Like they actually can like see the vibe, see how you are, and like get a full experience, right? Because then once you're done with that,
have you asked?
I'm gonna go meet this chick.
Have you asked a guy how they go if they search porn? Have you ever asked a guy how they actually search? Okay.
Every time my partner and I go out, we ask everyone.
Yeah. It's if it's a 10-minute video, I am gonna skim through the whole video with my finger to see if I enjoy anything of it, and then go back. You don't do that, Bam?
I
Yeah,
plead
you
the
do.
fifth. I plead the fucking fifth, man. I plead the fifth.
I know
Fuck
you
that
do.
shit.
You got to go do because you don't want to get you don't
I
want to
have
get
a problem.
invested. You don't want to get invested.
I need to see a therapist. I got a problem. You know, I'm addicted to
We all
porn.
do it. I do it too. I for sure do it too.
'Cause
But there's actual people. You know, for example, like a lot of my fans, they are very invested into like the story aspect of the porn. Like they follow through and they follow and they listen to what you're saying and they bring up things that you said in a video and they're like, oh, that's interesting when you said that. And you're like, oh wow, people are actually paying attention to all the different
That's
Little
cool.
aspects,
video. Yeah.
That's
So those are kind of the guys we go more for. Like the story guys, we call them. Yeah.
What's the best platform so far for you to promote yourself for OnlyFans?
For promoting is Pornhub and Reddit.
Reddit. Oh, interesting.
Reddit.
Yeah.
I keep hearing about that. I haven't even been on Reddit yet.
Reddit's its own beast. It's a very complicated platform to navigate, especially if you're trying to promote your OnlyFans. They're really like cracking down on that. So not a lot of subreddits want you to post on their subreddit anymore because of that. They're like, they want, you know, people that are just there to post nudes of themselves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they don't want you advertising.
See,
I mean, it's free.
I found you because I typed in something specific
On porn.
on Pornhub.
Pornhub, yeah.
I put mom with curly hair.
Oh, weird.
Don't fucking laugh at me, man. You're probably typing some weird shit.
I do.
I
That's the
am a
problem.
sucker. Any friend that sees me around with some girl with the curly hair, I me too her hair. I just give it the little stringy pull, and I get the dirtiest looks. It's never worked or picked up a girl in the. It never. She's always
It's
like,
fucking.
I
It's
bet.
fucking.
she's like the cops are coming. Like,
Yeah.
It's fucking
bet.
hilarious because it'll be a good name. He's having a good amount of drinks. He's in a good mood. And if you walk by, he will grab the tip of your curl and pull it and
just a little
let
bit.
it bounce
It's
back.
not a hard post. It's a dim. I don't care. I'm
And
satisfied
I have
after.
to
You can
laugh
tell
and
me
run.
off after. I'm satisfied. So,
my God.
so when I was watching, you know, you're in porn all the time. I find the older you're getting desensitized on what you're watching. So now you need a specific. And I was like, what do I like in life? And it was like a mom with curls. And then all of a sudden you're like, boop, 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 boop. And I was like, who is this? Who's this lady? Who is this person? And she's hilarious. So I was like, I loved it. So that's so actually I have to agree with you. Pornhub is the way I found you too. So
Yeah.
it is
Yeah.
the best way. That's
It's
good.
all right. It's all right.
Cool. Thank you
It's
for
all
telling
right.
me that. It's good to know. And if you Google Jewish MILF, like Jewish mom,
Yeah.
and you go to images, it's just like all me.
Oh,
That's
wow.
specific.
Wow,
I
okay.
wouldn't 100% knew that you were Jewish though. So you see what I mean?
I'm 50% Ashkenazi Jewish. I did my 23andMe, so yeah, I have the paper.
There you go. Got proof.
But in the tags, you got to put curly. I was sold. That's it. That's for me.
A lot of people come on for the curly hair. Yeah, that's interesting. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that.
Good.
Yeah, thanks for
So-
liking that.
What was the funniest or craziest message you ever received on social media?
Well, okay, I'd say some are too like raunchy to share.
No, go ahead. You shooting the shit.
Oh no! Now you're allowed to talk. Him, no, not so much earlier, right? Okay.
Well, I want to go a little more like vanilla with it, but there's so the first ones were interesting to me. Like guys wanted to come over and just clean my house for me. Like they just wanted me to clean. They just want to come over. They want to clean my house. And they want to like do my laundry and they want to take care of everything. They're like, I don't want to do anything to you sexually. I just want to take care of your house and clean
Sold.
it. Yeah.
No, don't do it.
What do you mean?
No, they looking to steal. They looking to
They're
steal.
just,
fucking
they're
trinkets.
probably gonna take one underwear swift. That's it. That's it. Don't worry about it.
invited
Do the
in.
fucking laundry. Who gives a shit? Sniff whatever you
Yeah.
want. You
It's-
weirdos. But clean the house.
But I thought that was really interesting. I thought that was really cool. And a lot of the mommy stuff is really interesting. Like like a lot of men like wanting me to, like change, like, put a diaper on them and like change them and
Interesting.
treat them like littles, yeah, it's all very interesting. And there's like, a lot of like,
Say it.
like a lot of shit stuff. There's a lot of guys into like shit and like,
Nah.
it's true.
I'm too sensitive for that. I catch it. I can't.
It is out there. It is like
It is.
just
It
shit in my
is.
mouth. Shit in my mouth. I'm like,
It's a market for all sorts of shit, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I have found out a lot about men through this line of work, and I fucking love it. I'm like, y'all are crazy. It's awesome.
I love it because whatever craziness I had, there's people worse than me. So I'm like, yes, thank you.
Yes.
I need you out there.
There you go.
See, Bam's old enough to be in a diaper soon, so he's into that stuff, you know.
No diapers, no diapers. You know.
Don't worry, mommy's got you. I got you.
Oh,
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Now, do you see this being like a long-term business thing? And if there's any way you could improve the OnlyFans after being on it, is there anything you can do to improve the website itself?
It's actually a great platform. It's definitely the easiest one I use. The uploading is so fast, and
That's amazing.
It's honestly just really simple, and anyone can use it. Like I personally wouldn't change anything except for maybe like adding categories for videos, which I think I might go through. Maybe I just haven't figured it out yet. But like videos just aren't on just one.
There's going to be some people commenting like, "What are you doing?" They're all over there. It's right there. Yeah. No, I get it.
I know.
Now, what about content-wise? Like no limits on content, like
that would also be nice. Like things you can say, things you can do, like be outside.
Things you can't say neither.
Yeah, there's certain things you can't say. Like you can't say like actual like mom. It can't be like actual incest, right? Because that's illegal. It can't be anything illegal.
Wow. Okay, I never looked at it that way. Okay.
Fun role play, you know, it should be able to just be fun. It's just words. It's just play. It's literally just fake. Yeah, it's not real. So it's weird that you can't even use certain verbiage.
Were you on OnlyFans at the time where they thought about banning it?
Yeah.
What was going through your mind at that time?
I was like, oh fuck. I mean, yeah, that was not good. It was like panic mode. It was like, oh my god, all my ability to take care of my family and everyone in my life is like.
It's a different type of COVID for you all of a sudden, right?
Like, yeah.
Like it's
exactly
crazy.
Okay.
I know. I mean, that's just a publicity stunt, in my opinion.
All right. That's it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, Joe. I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it. Okay. Molly. I'm gonna do OnlyFans. Me. I'm getting on there. What should I do?
So you're going to be a content creator?
That's right. I'm
Hold
going
on.
in.
What's her name? What's going to be your content name? Like
Black Velvet. Yeah, you like that, huh?
I think I signed up already.
Yep.
So if men were to start, right?
Yep.
I would kind of tell them all the same thing. It's like,
Tell me.
So you're either going to have to be really comfortable with talking to men, because a lot of gay men are going to be interested in.
I worked at a gay bar for 10 years. I don't give a fuck. It's all good.
Okay. So there's that. They may cater to lots of men, but some successful men that I've actually shot with, what they do is they just invite a lot of women to shoot with them, like other content creators.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be a very hard job. Go on.
Yeah. So those are the two things that I would, either cater like to men, like lean into that gay aspect of something, or just shoot with a bunch of other women content creators and just.
Bam, take off your shirt. We need to see some here.
I didn't shave my chest hairs yet. I gotta fix that. Well, thank you. It's good to know. Good to know. I know
Black Velvet. Yes.
And if you have like a ridiculously big dick, those guys do really well. Like the guys with like 10 plus dicks that they.
God didn't bless me with that because I wouldn't be able to handle that with care. That's why I didn't get one of those.
I ain't got it, but I'm a fucking pervert, so my mind goes places. So we can make it happen. We can make it happen.
There you go.
I can talk dirty to a motherfucker.
She's gonna be your manager. She's gonna pimp you.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll hit you up. Help. They stalking me. Help.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is this like, is there any like, do you have any other ideas or anything that's like, because doing adult content after a while, like you were mentioning, I got to bring someone else in. Do you have anything else in mind or any fantasies that you'd love to do to create more content?
So my partner and I talk a lot. We're like, okay, so how many years can we actually do this, right?
Yeah.
So we have 5-year plan, 10-year plan, and it's like, what we're planning to do is, make investments with the money we make, into property, into like other things, into stocks, into, all those like boring things that I have no idea how that works. But also for me, I have like a fantasy of like actually starting my own like business where I'm the filmer and I get to help girls and like other content creators with each other. Like I want to be the one behind the camera telling them what to do and doing all the dirty talk for them, but not being the sexual person.
That's dope.
Kind of like being like the puppet master.
That's dope. Yeah.
Being that, because I'm mommy and I like telling people what to do, and I know what I want to see. So sometimes when I'm performing, I'm like, fuck, I'd rather be telling someone what to do in the scene than me having to. Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
So when you first posted a video, like I don't know, I'm just thinking, even the first time we ever posted our podcast, you're always like you know what I mean? Like I don't know, like the first video, it's on Pornhub. Like, do they comment on Pornhub? I'm not sure. Is there a comment section?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So, see, I always say, are you worried? Because I keep putting myself in her shoes, but looking at her with the smile and everything. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, you got nothing to worry about.
Molly, there's tons of negative comments. Yeah.
What's a negative comment? Tell me.
Oh,
I don't believe it.
So many dudes think I'm a dude. They're like, "Are you trans? Are you trans?"
Get the hell out!
I get called a dude all the time, and I'm like,
no, that's just a pure hater. No way.
That's nuts.
No.
I get that all the time. I think it's because I'm like muscular and I kind of have a deeper voice. I'm just like more dominant, so of course, like that's a man.
That never went through my mind once.
Cool.
No, those guys.
It doesn't bother me, by the way.
Those are the blind guys, by the way, and they probably hear your partner saying something. I don't know. There's no way. There's no way.
Right.
All right, Molly, we got 5 random questions for you.
Okay,
so what is there? Give me something that you're good at that most people don't know you're good at.
Okay. God, so I'd say one of my most special skills is I'm really good at getting men to tell me all their deepest, darkest secrets.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's always been a gift of mine.
Interesting.
I've had many boyfriends comment on it. They're like, "How do you get dudes to just tell you everything?"
It's the hair. They touch the hair and they tell her everything.
Right. I've had lots of guys that come out to me as gay. I've had lots of guys come out to me as bisexual, and they want me to come out with them to gay bars and be their girlfriend, and so that they can fool around with dudes. And I get to do that for people. Yeah, it's
I've seen that play many times before at the bar. I've seen that play. Nothing new. It's been going on for centuries. You know.
For sure,
all right. Yeah.
Yeah, you work at gay bars.
Yeah, I used to be the bouncer. What's a perfect date night for you, or a night out?
Oh, night out. So, for me, it'd really just be going to a cheap Mexican place. I like the dirty Mexican food. Right, just something really chill, and then go for a walk by the beach, and just sit on the sand and just really chill. Okay. Really chill.
The reason why.
And ask a lot of questions about me, and then back and forth, because I went on a date with a guy. I was gonna fuck him because when I go on a date with someone, I know I'm gonna have sex with them, and the date has to prove to me why I shouldn't have sex with them.
Can I ask one side note question? Sorry, before you finish that.
Yeah.
Do you girls know within the first 5 seconds of meeting a dude if you're gonna fuck him or not?
I mean, I personally do.
Okay.
Yeah, good answer. She personally does. You can't speak for every woman out there.
I can't speak for all women, but I think a lot of women know that.
Okay, so. You was gonna fuck him.
So I was gonna fuck him, and then throughout the date, he didn't ask me a single question about myself.
What?
And then after the date, I was like, I was gonna invite you back to my place, but you didn't ask a single question about me. And he's like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." He tried to remedy the situation. I'm like, I'm already over it. My vagina's already dried up right now.
What was he talking about though? What was he mentioning? Was he just talking about himself?
Ugh. He was young though. He was in his 20s. I like dating younger guys, but it comes with a price. You know?
See, I'm terrible on dates now because I turn into podcast mode. I'm interviewing them by accident.
That's so great, but girls love that. Everybody loves that. Everyone loves having someone interested in them.
It's cool. You want to know because at the end of the day, we're on a date. We might have sex. Is this going to go any further? Is this a disaster? Is this something you're not into? Of course, I'd love to know more. That's
good to know things.
It is.
It's a gift. Yeah.
So Molly, you have a lot of great features on you. We've all seen it. I don't know if Bam's seen it, but I think he's seen it. What feature of yours gets complimented the most?
My butthole for sure.
A butthole. It's in the top 2.
My curly hair and
yes.
my asshole. Yeah.
I
love my asshole too. I personally have an asshole fetish. I love that. I only watch anal porn when I watch porn. And it has to be the right butthole.
I swear to God, I thought you were talking about me for a second.
Yeah. I can't watch vagina sex. I don't like it, and I don't really like to have vagina sex. I prefer anal.
But what's the deal? Why is it? Because why can't we watch vagina sex? I can't watch it either.
I don't know. It's just it's been done. I don't know.
Molly, what about when there's blah 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 anal, and then it's a 10-minute clip, and the anal scene is at 9 minutes and 50 seconds into it? You're like, motherfuckers.
I know. Yeah, they do that. I mean, it's smart marketing because now they're like, "Nah, you have to come see the full anal on our."
Yeah, they're just lucky I didn't find a block button.
Yeah, I know. Anal's the best, dude.
Okay, anal's the best.
Anal.
Anal's the best.
Not disagreeing here.
Yeah.
All right. What's on your bucket list?
Bucket list. I want to.
I love that giggle after.
My partner, my man. I want to get fucked by him and another guy.
Fair enough.
I mean, to make it sexual, like on my bucket list, you know, I would love to be with him and another dude. He just gets really jealous. Like we tried once and it didn't go well, and I want to try it. I want to get double penetrated again. It's been a long time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
Yeah. And I want to travel more.
I know, so do I.
Right.
I'm actually going away soon, so.
Oh, where are you going?
I'm going to Cuba.
Ooh.
Yeah. No, we have this favorite spot of ours that we enjoy. We enjoy going, so should be going there soon.
Cuba's nice. You never been?
No.
No. Well, you should go.
I've been wanting to
Very
go. Yeah,
Very
I hear it's beautiful.
Yeah, everything's great. Like where we go is actually like the resort we picked is like you could open the front door and there's everything there still, like nightclubs and a live band to the right and a street party to the left. Everything's like pretty much free to go in, or all these little restaurants. So you're not just trapped on this resort. It's like the resort's just pretty much a glorified hotel for us. You know what I mean? And
Cool.
Then we walk outside and we rent scooters for $100 for 3 days, and then you smash them like I do. Now there's a deposit required. I apologize to everyone after me, but yeah, but it was fun.
I love it.
The funny thing is I crashed them sober.
Right.
Drunk, totally fine. It's perfectly fine when I was drunk, but sober, yeah, can't drive sober. Stupid, but
Here's
whatever.
the problem.
I know, trust me. I talked to some other girl. She had a big scrape on her leg on social media. I said, "Are you all right?" My friend Natasha, and she's like, "Yeah, I was on one of those little electric scooters." She's like, I was on it sober. See, she was on the same tip as me. I'm like, I get it. Don't try
Yeah,
these
because you're
things.
tense, you're scared, you know?
Yeah, you're not loose and
So
stuff.
you're
I
drunk,
totally-
you're just like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You're just cruising down the street, honking the horn at anybody. Who cares, right? It's fine.
Right.
So Molly, your personality, your looks is built for social media. Which social media platforms do you enjoy using?
I mean, so honestly, so the NSFW stuff that not suitable for work, you know, Pornhub,
Yeah,
Twitter, Reddit, those are my favorite because there's more freedom.
true.
I actually have a hard time with Instagram and TikTok and YouTube because
I heard
again,
TikTok.
you have to be careful about what you talk about around sex. It's like you get your account's taken down all the time for talking about sex. It's kind of ridiculous. Like they could show body camera, right, of shooting someone at a school shooting, but we can't
That's
talk
right.
about a blowjob or.
I didn't
anal
know
sex.
that. We had Kitty, we had Kitty Kristen from OnlyFans. She's like, I'm a little more open on Instagram, but on TikTok, she's like, I have to cover up and watch and I was like, we've never been live on TikTok. So I was like, I know TikTok doesn't even allow you to smoke on there.
No.
When you go live. And I was like, holy shit, that's very, they're very strict on that.
I guess there's so many restrictions on these sites and like you get banned for it's like I mean, I have a hard time with that. I don't know how to, keep my mouth shut and not cuss and talk about like dirty things. It's like, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me.
Have you had an account that you had to start over or?
Yeah.
Isn't that like deflating a little bit?
Oh, totally. Oh my God. Like I finally got all these followers I thought. And
That's
then
right.
All of them gone. I was like, all my pictures. Oh my God. I had all these posts that I
I
had
didn't
written
think
stuff
about
to,
that.
and it's gone. I couldn't get any of it back. And I was like,
That's so true. I've never even thought of that. Yeah. I got banned off
all.
commenting. I like to make fun of people on there sometimes.
yeah.
I get bored.
I don't know. I mean, you can get warnings. and then
I got
eventually-
it was Instagram. It was like 3 weeks I wasn't allowed to comment on anything.
Oh my God. Yeah, see, they do that.
Put you in comment
I
jail,
just
huh?
throw little I just throw little jokes, and if you catch it, you catch it, and if you don't, then you don't. And then some people catch it and I get reported. I'm like, damn it. It's fine. It's more for me and more for anyone else that scrolls through and be like, oh, I can't believe he said that. But it's always, it's blurred. The things I see is blurred. It's never rude and out there. It's just blurred a little bit. It's funny.
Right.
Just for me. You know what I mean? So
Sensitive. The internet's sensitive now.
it's funny. It gives us every information on planet Earth, but then they tell us to relax and be sensitive about everything and everyone. And it's like,
It's so
what-
it's confusing.
what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? So if someone subscribes to your OnlyFans account, what are they expecting? What are you offering? Let them know. So I know we're going to get you some subscribers after we post this.
Hey, thank you. So the way I do it is I include pretty much everything in my subscription. Like you as soon as you subscribe, you get like all tons of videos, like hundreds of videos, pictures. I do offer other services like sexting, customs, all dick rates, all the fun things, like bundles of different kinkier stuff. But a lot of myself is on that page. So as soon as you subscribe, like you get like a full picture of who I am and what I am like in my life. And, no fucking, it's not super, there's, I do a lot of market research too, like look at other porn stars and what they're doing. And, a lot of it's just, again, it's like a glorified Instagram, or it's like very like,
edgy, it's edgier than TikTok, but
yeah, I mean, everyone's highly like heavily makeuped and like filter. It's just like lots of plastic surgery. It's like you're not going to get a lot of that vibe with me.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's just not who I am or what I do on my page. It's more of a like, here's my life. This is myself with my partner, and this is what I'm into. And if you want to talk about, and I love talking to my fans about their life and like what's going on, and
look at you, so
like
sweet.
Fantasies and kinks they can't talk about with anyone else. Like I'm like, dude, I'm here. Like let's talk.
That's true.
Yeah.
You mentioned dick rating. I pay you money. I send you a dick pic. My dick looked like it went through a cheese grater. What do you say to me? What do you reply?
I offer different kind of dick rates. I'm like, do you want me do you want me to be honest? Do you want me to praise you? Do you want me to humiliate you? Like, what is it that you want? And a lot of people want like brutally honest, right? So I get pretty honest.
Okay. I'm just checking.
Honestly, I'm like, it's not big enough for me. It's not thick enough for me. Like, you need to shave your pubic area.
True, yeah.
I think, and I personally tell the truth.
Fucking
there you go.
Pay to get your penis insulted.
Gotta be honest.
Damn
Gotta
it.
be honest. Oh, there you go.
Sorry about that.
No worries. I just when I heard dick rating, I'm just thinking, I'm like, I've heard this before. I'm like, so you just pay and be like, it's like, what do you think?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So some guys just want to know, and I also offer like circumcision rates. Guys want to know like what their circumcision rates like for like a like a Ashkenazi Jew woman, and they want to know if their circumcision
look at this. That's why I love this podcast, man. It gets so interesting. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Right?
I'm hearing some new shit, but it's okay. It's all good.
We have to listen.
Right.
If we can't be doing the same thing over and over. We'll get bored. I just wouldn't do the podcast at all, though.
That's true. That's true.
I agree.
But Molly, I have to thank you for being extremely prepared for our podcasts.
Thank you.
Punctual, on time. It means a lot. There's, you know what I mean? Sometimes even trying to get a hold of someone to get on, there's a lot of phone tag amongst each other.
I bet.
You were great. We were trying to do this for like before I leave. We were trying to do that, and she's like, "I'm busy that weekend." I was like, "Oh." We did one earlier. We filmed one earlier podcast. So we're doing two today. So this one will be probably posted like a week later or so, and it's going to go on all major streaming platforms. People, please like, comment. We're going to be putting Molly's link with Vibes with Mommy. We're going to put her link in the bottom in the descriptions. Her OnlyFans links. Click on that. Please subscribe. She's a joy. Look at this smile. Go get rated. Go get rated. Don't send them to me. Send them to her. Right? Just go get rated. Do your thing. I appreciate it. Molly, thank you so much. You know what? You're such a blast. We'd love to have you back on if you ever want to shoot the shit about anything else sometime. You know what I mean?
Super down. I love this.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Molly. Have yourself a good day. Bye.
Thanks so much, guys.